Hello again, okay, here in this video. Let's talk about the name of this video, man. Undesirable, that's right. Evolution, natural selection, new world order. Let me tell you something, okay? Evolution, natural selection, okay? That's right. Was brought to you by your government and the bankers, purposely, okay? They use these things. And then, of course, the television set, the books, the magazines, the fashion industry, that's right, the modeling industry. They used all of these things to condition you people to do what? To go by looks, okay? Then, of course, you had people like Margaret Sanger who wanted to sterilize people that were undesirables to her, okay? But I want you to think about what they've done here, okay? They took natural selection and biology and they threw it in the school system. That's right, the government did. Through the bankers, of course, the bank reforms. They threw it in the school system. They got all of you people studying and looking at what they threw into the school system. And they threw a little bit of truth and a whole bunch of lies in there. Then they used the television and said, how many ugly people do you see on TV? That's right. They used the television set so that you only see pretty much good-looking people on TV all the time. That's right. They used books, magazines, pornography. Oh, that's right. That's right, pornography. And they got you all going by looks. Now, there was a good reason for this. They not only destroyed society doing this, they made a mega amount of money on it. Why? Because you all worry about your looks so much that you go out there and you'll spend a ton of money to get brush jobs, facelifts. You see what I'm saying? You do. You run out there and you spend a ton of money in the medical field just to get a facelift, to get this wrinkle taken out or to get that, because you're all worried about your looks. What you're never going to keep anyhow. Then nobody keeps their looks. See, you're all ignorant. You don't stop to think about the nursing homes, do you? There are all these people, all these elderly people that don't look good at all. If you took their pictures of when they were young, they look just as good as most of all of you do. And they didn't keep them looks. And it don't matter how much money you spend getting plastic surgery, it's not going to allow you to keep your looks. They know this, but they want you to spend that money. And they want you to continue to fight and continue to go by looks. Then they bring you wars. That's right. Then they claim it's for terrorists when it's really not. Because the real terrorists is the bankers and your government that's bringing you these wars, and they're bringing it for population reduction. New World Order and agenda, population reduction. Now, who's the undesirables? I know you people want to go by looks and say that the undesirables are the mentally retarded, the handicapped, and the ugly, right? Wrong. Totally wrong. That's what they wanted you to believe. And you believe it because they wanted you to believe it. Because they put everything in your face to make you believe it. They conditioned you. They brain raped you. And that's what you're doing. You're going by looks. You're going by lust. Looks, lust, money, and fame. Just like they wanted you to. Now let me tell you who the real undesirables are, okay? The real undesirables, see? Everybody in this world that was born has a birth certificate. On that birth certificate's a number that's placed into the stock market. That's right. That the bankers keep tabs on. Okay? See, their dream when they get their one world government is that everybody that will be born, with the exception of their family line, of course, will be a slave to them. Okay? And the slaves to them are to profit them. Your entire life you will be born to profit them. That's right. If you do not profit them, you're undesirable. You follow my picture? You're undesirable. Has nothing to do with looks. Never did and never will. Has nothing to do with looks at all, or fame. It all has to do with who profits them more? That's right. Every country you go to globally, the currency they've set up for everybody, they've pulled money out of their work. That money goes to the bankers. The bankers keep track of how much money you're making for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's about who profits them. The people who don't profit them are undesirables. Them are misfits that they want to kill. So when they get their population reduction where they want it, the misfits, okay, are the ones that don't profit them. So let's take a look at today's world here in the United States. Just here in the United States, okay? We won't go around the countries yet, okay? I won't have time in this video for that anyhow. But here, just within the United States, we have the elderly people. You know, they're too old to work now, they're retired. They're undesirables. Okay? We have people on disability. They're undesirables. That means the government's spending money on them. The taxpayers' money, which means it's taking money out of the bankers' pockets. So they're undesirables. The dollar's getting ready to crash and the market's going to crash purposely. And it's going to. And when it does, that's going to leave millions of people in this country fly broke. Wow, you won't be able to get a job because the only jobs are going to be government jobs. They're not going to bring jobs back to this country because this has been done purposely. That's going to leave a whole country full of undesirables. That's right. It ain't going to matter how good looking you are. What matters is what you're profiting for them. If you're not profiting for them, you're an undesirable. Your looks have nothing to do with it. You're an undesirable. You're a misfit. They want you dead. Now, for the female population, this is even funnier yet. The Georgia Guidestones is correct. They want 500 million people left on this earth. That's correct. The Georgia Guidestones was put there purposely by them, telling you their wants, purposely. So you can't say you wasn't told, okay? Now, how are they going to keep that population reduction? If they get down to 500 million people, if everybody had one partner of the opposite sex, and they only had one kid apiece, you will go from 500 million up to 1 billion, won't you? Well, they can't have that because they don't want it to go above it. They want it to stay at 500 million or below. So how are they going to do that? Well, it's simple. Through forced sterilization and through killing, murder. Of who? Oh, that's right. The ones they stuck on the pedestal, like Sarah and Karina, Dippity-Doo and Dippity-A, the female population. And the female population says, no, and I say, yeah. Why? Because it's the female population that bears the child. See, men don't bear the children. Women do. They placed you females on the pedestal. That's right, the bankers did. And they will be the very same people that will take you back off the pedestal. But when they take you off the pedestal they placed you on, it's because they're dropping you on the ground, dead. They have a company in Japan who spent 3 years researching and building the perfect female robot. Female robot. For companionship to 100 million men. And they spent 3 years doing this. Which means they spent mega money making it. So think about this. When the bankers get their one-world government in order, in place, the population where they want it through wars and mayhem and killing and rioting and everything they do, disease, pandemics, okay, whichever, nuke wars, however, when they get their population where they want it, the only people that are going to have females are going to be the elites, the families, at the top. Guaranteed. They'll be the ones with real females. And as soon as their family lines and all of them got enough females, and any other females born will be killed. The slave population that's making money for them, well, their female companionship will be robots. This way, the population can never arise what they want. Because how else would they keep the population where they want it? You got to think about it. They have to control the amount of births. The only way to control births is through forced sterilization and killing. So I want you to think about that because there's a high chance this is exactly what they have planned. Okay? Just remember this. Natural selection, biology, brought to you by your public school system, was manipulated by your government. And you people fell right into it. You looked at the TV set, you looked at the fashion industry, you looked at the pornography. That's right. They got you all doing just what they wanted you to go by looks. They got you spending, making money in hospitals, getting facelifts and all this crap onto yourself. They got you all fighting one another. When in reality, the undesirables is every single person on the face of this earth that does not profit them. It does not profit them. See, your looks has nothing to do with it. If you profit the bankers really good, you're not an undesirable. If you don't profit them, you're an undesirable. Think about it. To the next video, we have a good one.